We have an absolutely huge divisional matchup on Thursday Night Football. The Dolphins at the Bills, huge playoff implications. Okay, maybe not. No, there's a big disparity between these teams. Bills are one of the 3 or 4 best teams in the NFL. Dolphins are maybe the worst team in the league, but there's still good betting opportunities to be made here. So I'm going to talk about my spread pick in this game. I'm going to get to some props I really like, and then we're going to build a same game parlay at the end. So before we get into all that, please hit like, subscribe, comment below, share this video, visit walterfootball.com for tons of content. We have NFL picks against the spread. We have college picks against the spread. We went 5-0 in college in week 2. So hopefully we have another great week coming up. We have 2026 and 2027 NFL mock drafts. We have NFL power rankings. We have free agency signing grades and NFL trade grades. We have everything at walterfootball.com, and it's all free. Now, there are a lot of ads on the site, but you can get an ad-free experience for a small fee each month. So you either experience some ads, but get it all free, or you pay a little bit, and then you get some added features on top of having a super fast site. You get an enhanced injury report. You get a contest where you can win money, free entry. So we're adding stuff for premium members all the time. So check out walterfootball.com. All right, Dolphins at Bills. This line was 12.5. It's down to 11.5, and the line has dropped because there are a couple of injuries for Buffalo. We have Ed Oliver and Matt Milano both being out. Ed Oliver, great defensive tackle. Matt Milano, fantastic linebacker. So these would ordinarily be 2 big injuries against most teams, but the Dolphins are not most teams. They got absolutely obliterated by the Colts in week 1. That was a game in which they didn't score until garbage time, and they allowed the Colts to score in every single possession. It's the first time that's happened this century. So I really don't have faith in the Dolphins here. You know, week 2 they looked a little bit better, but they were playing against the Patriot team that wasn't as good as the Colts, and a Patriot team that couldn't stop Geno Smith in week 1, and we saw what happened to Geno Smith in week 2 against the Chargers. So the Patriots are not good, so the Dolphins had a little bit more success, but they still didn't move the ball all that much. So I really don't see how the Dolphins have much offensive success against Buffalo, even with Ed Oliver and Matt Milano out. Look, they'll score here and there, but they're not going to keep up with Buffalo. Buffalo should be able to score in almost every possession. Like if Daniel Jones could do it, then I'm sure Josh Allen can. So and really, I think the spread is on the price. This line may look high at 11.5. My numbers made the 16.5, so 5 points off. And we had Andy Isco's, a professional handicapper, on our show on Wednesday night on the After Dark show, which you can find just by clicking the Walter Football handle in the description. Andy made this line 21.5, so like 10 points over that. So either way, we like Buffalo here. So Buffalo minus 11.5. It's not a huge play because Milano and Oliver are both out, but the Thursday game really benefits the better team because the inferior team doesn't get as much preparation time as needed. Like the Dolphins to handle the Bills, the Dolphins need a lot of time to prepare, and they just don't have it. So they're just not going to be able to have a great game plan. It'd be one thing if the Bills had already beaten the Dolphins this year and kind of were aloof, but this is the first divisional matchup between these teams, and we just saw what the Bills did to the Jets, and the Jets are better than the Dolphins. The Bills beat the Jets easily. They should beat the Dolphins easily too. Let's get to some props here. So let's go with the rushing props. James Cook is 69.5. I think a lot of people are going to take that over based on what he did last week, and he could definitely get there. I'm not going to touch this one though because it's a Thursday game, and James Cook had 21 carries in the last game, and on 3 days rest, I don't think the Bills are going to give him a big workload. In fact, if you go to player rush attempts, James Cook under 15.5 minus 140 actually seems pretty decent. I'm not in love with the VIG. You could probably get a better number elsewhere. This is just on FanDuel. But I think Cook is not going to get nearly as much of a workload. Last year, these teams met in week 2 on Thursday night. James Cook had 11 carries in that game. So I think they're going to give more carries to Ray Davis. We don't have Ray Davis's numbers here for player rush attempts, but we do have Ray Davis rushing yards here, 23.5. On those 9 carries that he had in week 2 last year, he got 29 yards. So, beat that pretty significantly on the 23.5. So I like the Ray Davis over rushing yards. We expect Buffalo to be way ahead, and they're going to give James Cook a breather here after such a big workload against Miami. So Ray Davis could get a lot of work here, and given how bad Miami's defense is, Ray Davis could explode for a big gain and just break the 23.5 on his own on one run. Josh Allen over 29.5 looks pretty decent. It seems like a low number for him. I would expect him to get like 35 or so. This is not like a strong bet for me. I don't know if we're going to bet this one or put it in a parlay just because the Bills could just be way ahead and then Josh Allen won't have to run. I do like Devon Achane under 55.5 rushing yards. Achane had 30 rushing yards last week against a Patriot defense that's not that good. Yeah, they're better against the run than the pass, but still, I know that there are people missing for the Bills here in the interior with Oliver and Milano out, but Miami's blocking is so bad. They have the worst offensive line in the NFL. I don't think they're going to be able to open up running lanes for Achane. And remember, the Dolphins are going to be they're going to be trailing in this game. At least we think so. So Achane's not going to have a lot of opportunity to run the ball. So let's get to the receiving props. And one thing that stands out to me here is Devon Achane over receiving yards. So I like the Achane under rushing yards, but I like the over receiving yards. This is a guy who's going to get a ton of targets. Buffalo can apply a lot of pressure with Rousseau and Joey Bosa, and they have a bunch of other guys too. So Tua is not going to be able to hold the ball a long time in the pocket. So he's going to dump the ball off a lot to Achane. In 2 games last year against the Bills, Achane had 67 receiving yards in one game and 56 receiving yards in the other game, easily clearing this 39.5. So I like Achane here quite a bit. Tyreek Hill, I would lean under because I don't think Tua's going to have enough time in the pocket. But with Hill, he could just break one and just get over. So that's not a strong play for me. If I had to play a Buffalo receiver, it would be Keon Coleman over 42.5. My fear, though, is that Buffalo is just going to be way ahead and they're just not going to throw a lot. So I would be a little kind of apprehensive to take any of these Buffalo receiver overs. Jalen Waddle, I'd probably take under. He's as Butters calls him on our channel, he's a pyramid scheme. He's like one great game and then 10 duds in a row. That's what he does. That's the Jalen Waddle experience. Dalton Kincaid, I would lean over 31.5 receiving yards, but again, same issue with the receivers. Like the Bills just may be way ahead, and so Kincaid is just not going to get there. Same thing with Palmer, Cook. I don't think he's going to get as many touches. Malik Washington's a little interesting, but I can't quite get there either. Touchdown scorers. I was looking at potentially Keon Coleman plus 185. So Josh Allen, I assume, is going to throw at least 1 or 2 touchdowns in this game. And I feel like he could rush for 1 or 2 as well. So if you're looking at the minus 170, I think I would take Allen over Cook, just given that Cook's workload is going to be a little bit less this week. But still minus 170 is pretty tough. But first touchdown plus 490. Look, Miami's probably not going to score at all in this game, or at least not early. And so taking a Bills player, either Cook or Allen at plus 410 or plus 490, I think is pretty decent. So I do like Keon Coleman, like I said, plus 185. And also Ray Davis at plus 390, I think is a decent long shot to get there, just because he's going to get more carries than usual with James Cook resting a little bit. So our single parlay is the one we have on the screen here. Ray Davis over 23.5 rushing yards, Devon Achane under 55.5 rushing yards, and then Achane over 39.5 receiving yards. This plays out plus 459. I wonder if we can get anything better by taking the Bills money line. This goes to plus 483. So if you want to spice it up a little bit that way, or take maybe an alt spread, maybe like a minus 2.5, minus 620s, plus 498. I'd probably just bet the money line here. So get to plus 483. And these sports books, FanDuel and DraftKings, I believe they both have 50% profit boosts for them. So this plus 483 would be you add 480 plus 240, which is 720. So this would be like 723 or 724 or so. So better than 7-1 on a single parlay that is correlated and makes a lot of sense. So that's where I would go with this game. So good luck with all your bets. Hope we win a decent amount of money in this crucial matchup in the AFC East. But please hit like, subscribe, comment below, share this video, visit walterfootball.com for tons of content, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video.